Hey everyone, welcome to my video. Stay tuned if you want a quick out the door brow routine, 2 steps and you're done. Stay tuned. So these are my brows, just all by themselves. I will say I did have them microbladed, so you will see a little bit of tattooing in the middle there. That's where I had the least amount of hair, so I had my friend Iveta go and do some hair-like strokes in the middle, and then there's a little bit of dotting over here just to kind of fill in, but I still like to fill them in quite a lot more. She went on a little bit more natural side, so I could change the shape however I liked. So I'm just gonna show you my quickest brow routine. Like I said, this is not for everyone. This is just how I do it, and this is how I get out the door and go. This is how I'm able to do my makeup in like 15 minutes. So, but brows are really important to me. So I always make sure that I do them, but I want them to look still like I tried, but I didn't, I guess. Okay, so what I'm using right now is the Ultra Slim Brow Pencil from Ulta. Basically, this is just like a lot of the other ones out there. The Anastasia one's amazing, one of my favorites. The NYX one is okay. The only thing I don't like about that is that their brown colors are not very good. The browns are very red pigmented, so I can't really use it on my eyebrows just because, as you can see, I have really ashy eyebrows. My hair is kind of like a dark brown black, so I tend to like a little bit more of those cool tone, gray tone browns, which I don't know, maybe NYX updated their formulas, but those ones were too red for me. So this one is Espresso. It's a really good, just dark brown. I really like that it has a spoolie on one end and it has a really thin tip. That's the most important thing. And then the second product I'm using is the Ulta Brow Tint. I have no affiliation with Ulta. I just happen to be using these items at the moment. This is a really good dupe for the Benefit, what is it called? The Benefit, anyway, this is a really good dupe for the Benefit product that's really similar, where you just brush it in, it adds a little bit of color and it holds the brows in. So all I do is I just decide what my shape is gonna be. I tend to just like it a little bit more angled. So what I'm gonna do, let's see where you can see it the best. So what I like to do is I like to actually draw the line on the bottom first, and that acts as my guide. And then from there, I draw brush or hair-like strokes. So I'm just gonna start right here where I see my natural hair growing. I'm just gonna do very light pressure and then just draw like a basic line of where I want my brows to go. Now, as you can see, I elongate them quite a bit. I do like that for my face just because I feel like I have more of a round face. So I prefer for the brows to go a little bit longer here so it balances out my eyes and my cheeks and everything. So I don't know if you guys have heard the very popular go-to rule about brows, which is if you hold a pencil from the end of your nose to the front start of your eye, that's where the brow should start. The end of your nose to the end of your eye, here, and then the end of the iris color part of your eye is where it should start arching. So that's a general rule. Although it's a very old rule, I still follow it. I feel like it really applies to most people. And I love to really start the brows closer in. I overplucked my brows when I was younger and they just got farther and farther apart, and it just really, it makes for a really odd looking balance to the face. So it's better if you have them a little bit closer, and it balances out the nose as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go in and then just follow the strokes of my natural brow hairs. So as you can see in the front, my brow hairs kind of go this way, then they go up, and then they go over. So I'm just gonna do that exactly with my pencil. And I start a little bit on the outer eyebrow, so because I can do a little bit more pressure. As I get to the inner corner, I do a little bit less pressure. And then as I go, I kind of brush up to really blend to make sure I'm not using too much product. Okay, so I already got the outer corner of my eye brow done. So I'm going to go ahead and go on the inner corner, which you see I haven't done yet, but I'm just going to do a lot less pressure. So this is really important. You don't necessarily, I know a lot of people do, but you don't necessarily need two different pencils or two different colors. If you kind of want that ombre effect where it's lighter on the inside and darker on the outside, just use less pressure. So I'm just going to go in and do just really light hair-like strokes going up and over. And I'm just gonna change my hand position and do these going this way. Now you just wanna use really, really light pressure, like I said, on these, because this is where it should look like natural hairs. So you wanna see that separation. And the good thing about brushing it out with a spoolie is that it actually kind of puts little scoring marks in the product that you just put in. So it actually creates a little bit of separation so it looks more like hair. Now, if you feel like you just got a little bit too much on the top, I'd just wipe it off. Okay, so that's it. I'm pretty happy. Now let's do the other brow. So I'm just gonna compare to my other brow here. I think it goes in a little bit more. Okay, what do you guys think? So I feel like I filled in what I wanted to fill in, and now I'm just gonna go in with the brow gel, and I'm just gonna finish it. This is going to blend the product even further, and it's going to create a little bit of dimension. So it's going to create the effect that my brows are a little bit more pushed up, and it's gonna fill in a little bit more. So I'm just gonna wipe off the excess product, and it has like a little tiny mascara spoolie on the end. And this also, I like to start on the 3/4 of the outer brow instead of right away on the inside, because I want the least amount of product on the inside. So I prefer a brushed up brow. I like it really up. It tends to give a little bit more of a bushy look, which I like. And see how it just kind of creates that hair-like dimension? Hair-like, well, it is my hair. It just defines them. Okay, same thing. And depending on how bushy you like them, I kind of like, I'm pushing them to the opposite direction that they grow, because they automatically want to go this way, so I'm kind of pulling them a little bit this way. I wish I had brows like Cara Delevingne, but I wasn't blessed, so we have to fake it. Okay, so my brows are done. That's it. That's what I do for my everyday. Now, like I said, this is not the one way you can do your brows. This is just the best way for me. It's really easy. It takes me about, 5 to 10 minutes depending on how lazy I'm being, but I can do this with my regular natural day look and I'm out the door, which I know you guys appreciate. I do love brow gel to fill in, or there's brow powders. You can use eyeshadows, and just let me know in the comments if you guys want more brow videos on like other ways how to do it, and I will definitely do that for you. But this is my go-to quick out the door fast eyebrow routine. Thank you.